Marquez de Lafayette, John Adams, Abraham Lincoln, and JFK, the Jesuit Order, and America. Dead men, the Jesuit Order, and America. What do these things have in common? For one, these four men spoke vehemently against the Jesuit Order, and though dead, their writings live on, and we will see how their writings gives credence to the book of Revelation. What did these men know about the Jesuit Order, and why did they speak so vehemently against them? And how does America fit into all of this? Lafayette states, "It is my opinion that if the liberties of this country, the United States of America, are destroyed, it will be by the subtlety of the Roman Catholic Jesuit priests, for they are the most crafty, dangerous enemies to civil and religious liberty. They have instigated most of the wars of Europe." The second President of the United States, John Adams, states the following: "This society has been a greater calamity to mankind than the French Revolution, or Napoleon's despotism or ideology. It has obstructed the progress of reformation and the improvement of the human mind and society much longer and more fatally." Abraham Lincoln says the following: "The Jesuits have not yet killed me, but they would have surely done it when I passed through their most devoted city, Baltimore, had I not defeated their plans by passing incognito a few hours before they expected me. The Pope and the Jesuits with their infernal Inquisition are the only organized power in the world which have recourse to the dagger of the assassin to murder those who they cannot convince with their arguments or conquer with their swords. The Jesuits are so expert in these deeds of blood that Henry IV said that it was impossible to escape them, and he became their victim, though he did all that it could be done to protect himself." And we also have John F. Kennedy, who will speak for himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
So based on the testimony of these dead men, and many more who we could not review for want of time, it leads us to believe that the Jesuits has an obsessive interest in America and would stop at nothing to gain control of it. But the question is, why? And can the Bible help us to understand this? But before we delve into the Bible, let us consider two secular sources. One being the Encyclopedia Britannica, and secondly, we would look at the Library of Australia. The Encyclopedia Britannica reads as follows: Jesuit, members of the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic order of religious men founded by Saint Ignatius of Loyola, noted for its educational, missionary, and charitable works. The society grew rapidly, and it quickly assumed a prominent role in the Counter-Reformation, defense, and revival of Catholicism. Almost from the beginning, education and scholarship became the society's principal work. In the Library of Australia, there remains a copy of the Jesuit oath, and it reads as follows: I now, in the presence of the Almighty God, the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Blessed Michael the Archangel, the Blessed St. John the Baptist, and my ghostly father, the Superior General of the Society of Jesus, founded by Saint Ignatius Loyola, do by the womb of the Virgin swear that His Holiness the Pope is Christ's vice-regent and is the true and only head of the Catholic or Universal Church. I do now renounce and disown any allegiance is due to any heretical king, prince, or state, named Protestant or liberal, or obedient to any of their laws or magistrate or officers. I do further declare that the doctrines of the Church of England and Scotland, and the Calvinists and the Huguenots, and any other of the name of Protestant or liberal, to be damnable, and themselves to be damned, who will not forsake the same. I do further promise and declare that notwithstanding I am dispensed with to assume my religion heretic for the propagation of the Mother Church's interests, to keep secret and private all agents, counsels, from time to time, as they interest me, and not divulge directly or indirectly by word, writing, or circumstance whatever. I do furthermore promise and declare that I will, when opportunity presents, make and wage relentless war, secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals, as I am directed to extirpate them from the face of the earth, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that I will hang, burn, waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bury alive those infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs and wombs of the woman, and crush their infant's head against the wall, in order to annihilate their inexorable race. That when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use the poison's cup, the strangulation cord, the steel of the piano, or the laden bullets, regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the persons, whatever may be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed by any agent of the Pope or the Superior of the Holy Father of the Society of Jesus. So So from these secular sources, we have discovered the following. 1. The Jesuit is a Roman Catholic order. 2. Its role is to revive Catholicism via the Counter-Reformation. 3. It does this primarily through education, infiltration, and assassination. And lastly, the Jesuits are led by the Pope. Could it be that these dead men and many others like them understood what the Jesuit order stood for, and they stood as sentinels guarding the United States of America from the Jesuit order's attack? If these are so, then we should ask ourselves the following questions. Why is the Jesuit interested in America? And how much inroads have they already made?
Warm greetings to you all from Bethesda, Maryland. My name is Tony Fauci, and I am Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at the National Institutes of Health. Although I had the good fortune to graduate from Regis High School in 1958, I often say it was the best educational experience I could have imagined. I became immersed in the intellectual rigor of the Jesuit education. Importantly, certain tenets of the Jesuit tradition have sustained me throughout my life and career. Two of these, precision of thought and economy of expression, inform how I think, how I write, and how I communicate with the public every day, especially during the present unsettling times.
I know for me, my Catholic faith has helped me through the darkness, as I've had to bury pieces of my soul deep in the earth, and eventually found purpose to live a life worthy of those I lost. And throughout my life in public service, I've been guided by the tenets of Catholic social doctrine that cuts across all confessional faiths. What you do to the least among us, you do unto me. I live in an amazing country. We all live in an amazing country, where an Irish Catholic kid like me from Scranton, Pennsylvania, would one day befriend the Jesuit Pope.
So it seems as though the Jesuits would have made great inroads in the American society. And next time we will see why it is important for the Jesuits to control America. So stay tuned.